What's up, everybody? We're not going to do our usual regular morning intro because this is not a usual regular day. Those of you in Australia, we had a pretty big update last night, and it had to happen. It was only a matter of time. People were doing the wrong thing and not sort of supporting the greater community, and as a result, businesses like ours have been pushed into forced closure and lockdown. So today we're going to start off our series. We can call it the COVID-19 series, whatever you want to call it. We are talking about mindset throughout this pretty incredible time, and I know that there's going to be a lot of people out there that need this, so strap yourself in. We're going to get real, we're going to get raw, and we're going to really connect as a community. We are the gym that teaches people how to move instead of just exercise, because we believe that health is about performance, not just body image. What's up, guys? In case this is the first time you've tuned into one of these live streams, my name is Yanni Burmeister. To my left here is my brother, Rad Burmeister. Richie is behind the camera and behind the sound mixer and switcher. Together, we are Unity Gym founders and also co-founders of the UMS Unified Movement System. Now, we're pretty much in lockdown here now in Sydney. It's a pretty hectic time. There's been tears shed. There's been a lot of emotions. Businesses are affected, and we are, all sort of scrambling to make, I guess, to come to terms with what's going on first and foremost, because a lot of people have sort of been in a state of denial, I think, up until this point, but last night...
I think most people have.
Most people, yeah. And
definitely in Australia.
Yeah, well, I mean, we are very sheltered. We're very lucky in Australia because we're an island away from it all, and we get sheltered from this stuff a lot. But the measures that the government took last night to close down any venue where people gather, so that included gyms, libraries, churches, any place of worship, pubs, clubs, any venue like that. It sends a huge, huge message because of the impact it has on the economy, irrespective of whether people are sick yet or not. That is a huge decision, and it's not a decision that the government would have taken lightly at all. And it really, I guess, for a lot of people, has now hit home that the severity of the situation that we're in right now. Now, to give you guys a little bit of a background, we're affected by this heavily. We've got our kids out there. Kalisha, my partner, is on a joint meeting, a call-in meeting with her work, and she's currently trying to manage that and take care of 3 of our kids. We have a cleaner out there cleaning the gym for us who doesn't know whether she has a job come tomorrow. It's all pretty hectic. So we're in the thick of it here, but we just want to...
My wife's had her entire year of gigs, of bookings for her band. She's a professional musician. That's what she does for a living, and it's all cancelled, every single thing.
Yeah, she's gone. She's one of those who this hit very early, very quickly, and very suddenly by essentially going from a year of booking, booked out schedule and a great thriving business to 0 revenue overnight. And it's full on, so... But what is important is, there's nothing we can do right now except pivot and try to adapt to this new world that we live in. And we don't know, as the government said last night in Australia, they're expecting this to draw out for potentially 6 months, and so we can't just shut down the world for 6 months. We have to come together as a community, and we have to adapt, and we have to make the most of this situation because... there is just there is no point wallowing in sort of sorrow. Yes, you've got to process what's going on. And for many of us, it's not just a matter of processing the emotions that come up. There's going to be a period of illness and potentially threat to our lives that we have to process, So this is something that everyone's going to go through together. And but the thing is, we are going to come out of it. This too shall pass, and the strong-willed, the strong-minded, and the strong-bodied people are going to fare much better. And so what Rad and I are here to do today and every day until this is over is not only deliver a physical workout, we want to deliver a mental workout too, a bit of a mindset reset.
Well, I want to point something out that I'm doing consciously that I did. Last night I went and got a pizza from the local pizza shop because I just wanted to, get as fat as I could for the, the upcoming isolation. No, I'm joking. I actually really consciously, it wasn't within our budget. We have a budget, a household budget, and it wasn't within the budget. But it really felt like I don't know how much longer we are going to have the privilege to be able to go out and order some takeaway food. Like life as we know it is changing. I'm going to get a haircut today from our local barber, who's a good friend of mine, who I've been seeing for years and years and years. And what I'm doing is I'm doing my part to just at least be stimulating the local economy. And I'm really making a point of talking about local businesses here. They're the ones that are going to get hit the hardest, and they're going to get hit first. So that's one little thing that I really believe that everybody can do. Look at the local businesses around you, the small businesses that you love doing business with you, and if they're still able to trade with them.
Absolutely.
Help.
Especially if your financial situation hasn't changed, or you
if
have
you're still making
a backup
income
plan. Like there's those of us that live dollar to dollar, and then there's those of us who are a little bit better prepared for a situation like this. Now, we've had our first member today call in very emotional, who's just been told they've lost their job, and what we're doing to try to support people is we're not cancelling people's membership in that case. We're stopping any payments going forward indefinitely until their situation comes good again. But then we're not saying you're no longer a member of our tribe. That's absolute bullshit. We are going to be supporting people no matter what, and as a result, we do have a lot of support from our members who aren't yet financially affected by it, and we hope that continues, and if it does continue, then who knows, we will probably come out of this with a gym that people can come to at the end of it all, but we are 100% committed to continuing, and we're going to be producing as much online content as possible to keep people engaged and keep people motivated. We're going to give as much of that away to the broader community for free, because we don't just want to support the people who have the financial stability. We want to support everybody. This is we made
a decision, though. Some of you would have seen that our first live workout that we did it to this group, to the Unity Gym online coaching group and to the Unity Gym tribe, which are private Facebook groups only for people that are members of our online coaching program or the Unity Gym. And we decided after one show, we said, no, we're going to do this to YouTube because we want to help as many people as we can. We don't want to make this an exclusive thing. We want to help people. But I'll just jump in here because Aidan Potts has written a really good comment here that I want to give a shout out to and I want to respond to. So Aidan said, such a bummer, you guys. So sorry to hear that, referring to us having to close the gym. Here to support you guys for however long this lasts. Feel free to charge my free month of the UMS online program. Additionally, I'm happy to make some payments into the future months to help you guys. Aidan, I can't tell you how grateful I am to hear you and all of the other people around the world that are giving us that level of support. But I want to be really, really clear. We don't want to, take... They call it in Australia, take the piss. I don't know what you call it overseas, but we don't want to take advantage of you guys. What I want to say is the best thing that you guys can do, or you folks can do, to help us is just to continue your membership with us, continue your subscription. If you can still afford it, don't put it on hold. If you aren't subscribed to the UMS online coaching program, then continue to buy our programs when we put them on these amazing sales. Right now, you can get the at-home workouts bundle for $29. It's $495 worth of programs. That's the best way that you can support us. And the last thing that you can do, and I'm going to be very, very specific. We always say share our stuff. I want to be very specific about how you can share our stuff to really, not just to help us, but to help the world. When we go live on YouTube, if you tune in daily when it goes live and share it immediately to your Facebook page, click the YouTube share button. It'll bring up all the options to share. Don't copy the link, click the Facebook share, and it'll directly bring up a pop-up to share it to your timeline and do a tiny comment. Say, hey, I'm doing this at-home workout with these guys. You should join in. Because not only does that help us immensely, but that helps any of your friends that see that, because they're in lockdown, they're in isolation, and they now get access to this unbelievable free workout that they can do in their own lounge.
Guys, and I want to reiterate something here, and I know this is yanking our chain, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's really important. There are not many people in the world. I know there's a lot of people out there that are doing online workouts and things like that, but there are not many people in the world that know how to do what we do, which is to perfectly balance strength, flexibility, and cardiovascular fitness. And this is something that we've been working on. It's a passion project for Rad and I that we've been working on for over 16 years. And no amount of personal trainers pivoting and quickly offering something online is going to substitute the quality of workout that you're going to get by doing an hour with us every morning for free. And that's what's important. Like, you got to understand, there's so much more involved here than just getting your body moving. That's a great start. But these workouts are designed specifically to do everything you need to give you a huge injection of positivity into your day. And I'm going to be commenting them going forward. I'm going to be on the mic commentating them, and I'm going to be really, really working hard to motivate people. That's something that I specialize in. That's something I'm very passionate about. And, this is going to be really, really, really good for someone who's maybe, struggling a little bit with the emotional side of things with this, not just the physical. Yes, this is a disease that attacks the lungs especially. So to get your cardiovascular fitness healthy is absolutely paramount. And people who do our UMS program will notice that these workouts have a lot more cardio in them than what we usually do. That is not an accident. Rad and I really sat down and spent a week trying to figure out and formulate what the best workout would be for someone who doesn't have access to a gym and is stuck at home and wants to properly prepare themselves for what we're about to go through over the next sort of 6 to 12 months. Make no mistake, we need to prepare ourselves for this, both physically and mentally, and we need to stay strong. This might, break our hearts, and I'm stealing this from the bloody Prime Minister of Australia, but I think it was really important what he said. This has the potential to break our hearts, but it's not going to break our spirit. But in order for us to do that, we need to really make a decision to go at this 100%, So we're here to stick with you guys, and anyone who can afford to pay for these programs and pay for that, there's a very high probability that you're helping someone who can't afford to do it, because by paying for it, you're helping us stay in business, which is why we can go out and offer this to the general public. Now, we have an amazingly supportive tribe, and I just want to do a shout out. I'm not going to do any name dropping because most of the people really ask me not to do that. But I spent a while on the phone yesterday to members of us from the gym who called me up when they saw the announcement and offered to give us money, thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars to help keep us in business. People who've suffered, chronic depression and feel like what we've done over the last 5-6 years for them has potentially saved their life. People who had really severe acute pain or chronic pain or injuries that we've helped them overcome that are now in a really good place. So we are we're in a good place here, and we've got an incredible community behind us supporting us, which is why Rad and I feel obligated to offer this to the general public, but the problem is, our voice is only so loud. With you guys, with your help, with this community spirit coming together, and us spreading the viral fitness concept, man, I think we can make a real impact. I really do.
Yeah, and I'm going to say this. I just want to drum this home. Please do not underestimate what the value that you're doing for us and for the people that you care about if you share those workouts on YouTube every single day. Make it like you've got to understand the way that people's mentality works before they actually decide that they're going to do something. Like in the digital age, I think the most current research shows that it takes about 32 or 33 points of contact before someone decides to do something. So that would mean if somebody had never heard of Unity Gym before, they would need to see you share those workouts 32 or 33 times, but statistically before they say, wow, this actually looks really good, I might give that a try. So please don't underestimate how valuable that, tiny little 5 or 10 seconds of your time is for us, and which will help us stay afloat. And make no mistake, we are struggling to keep our head above water like every other small business through this crisis, which has barely even started. But it's also for the people that you love, to give them what we do, the things that you guys have come to, just be part of your life, but, to share it with them.
Yeah, absolutely, guys.
Yep.
And look, I want to say this, and for some people it's hard to hear, for others they just get it. And I know that it's hard to hear because I always get both positive and negative responses when I talk about this stuff in my emails that I send, my daily emails, which I will no doubt send another one today. We have the choice to respond in many different ways to this. We can choose how we react. We can't choose to have to deal with this or not. That's happening irrespective of whether we like it or not. But we can choose how we respond to it. We can choose the action that we take. We can choose the words that we use when we talk about it to our friends, our family, our circle. We can choose to be defeated by this, or we can choose to be motivated and driven by this, and that's really what I want to sort of, I guess, coach you guys in these live chats daily, and it's a big deal for me to take this stance, to take such an empowered stance. For a guy who spent most of my life, especially my adult life, suffering crippling depression, for me to sit here in this chair right now and talk to you from such an empowered stance is proof that you can choose this sort of stuff, and that you can cultivate it, that you can train your mindset just like you train your body. And I think that's what I want to emphasize on the live podcasts. I really, really want to drive that home, Now, today is an extra tough day for Rad and I because we've got our kids out there and we're trying to manage this. And yeah, we're about to sit down and just have a talk about where our families sit, because like Rad's had his household income literally halved in the last sort of week, and we need to strategize that and battle plan that. I'm not even sure where Richie and his partner sit right now, but I know that Kalisha and I are still somewhat employed. Effectively when the gym closed, we all sort of lost our jobs, so we need to figure out what's going on, just like all of you guys do. But I'm telling you right now, we are not going down without a fight, and we are not going to walk away from our tribe at this time of need. We are going to be here every day, just like normal. We're going to be producing our content, and until, they kick us out kicking and screaming from the gym is going to remain. And I am confident with the level of support that we've seen from our members over the last sort of 48 hours, even week. I think that there's a very strong probability that Unity Gym is going to survive this, And I tell you what, Rad, Richard, and myself, I'm blessed to be in business with two ex-infantry soldiers. These guys are tough, I'm tough. It's going to take more than this to break us down, And I just want to make sure that you guys tune in every day, because we're going to be talking like this every single day. We're going to be G'ing you guys up, and you need that. You need a little daily dose
absolutely.
of motivation. These boys have both served overseas. Richie's served on the front line in Afghanistan. He's one tough cookie. He's not going anywhere through this. You've got three very tough people here at the helm of this business who are going to put up a hell of a fight, and I'm really, really grateful to have you guys here on our side as well.
Yeah, look, look, to wrap this up, we'll just remind you all that there is still, I can't remember exactly how long it is because it ends on Pacific time in LA at 11:59 p.m. Monday night Pacific time. You have the opportunity to grab the amazing deal that we've got available right now for $29 US, the at-home workouts bundle. It's going to really support us, support this channel, support the business that you guys have all come to love. And last thing I'll say is we are reinvesting already. We've invested in a digital SLR camera, and we're changing the software that we do our live streaming to. So hopefully, if we can get it worked out over the next couple of days, we're going to be, for the first time ever, live streaming to YouTube in HD, in 1080p instead of in 720, which is what we've been doing so far. This has already arrived. This is my new aerobics headset. I don't know if you can see that there. That's my aerobics instructor headset, so that hopefully we get better sound when we're doing this.
Big shout out to I can't even remember the company that just grabbed my receipt on the right there on the left, Richie. Yeah, quickly. I want to give these guys a shout out because they're in Perth. It's Store DJ. They're an online store.
Here in like 2 days or something.
Man, that got sent over from Western Australia, and I ordered it on Friday. And he said, "There's no way I can get it here before Friday next week." And I just said, "Do your best." They drove it. It didn't come by air. It came by land. And they freaking drove it.
No, it's impossible. It takes 5 days.
Well, he said it didn't fit in a satchel, so it wasn't going to come by air.
It's impossible. It takes 5. It's like 5,000 kilometres or 7,000 kilometres. No. So some dude would have had to been driving around the clock, mate.
Very fast, yeah.
All right, thanks for tuning in.
Daz, we've got...
That's David.
David. I don't know if he wants me to use his name. David, thank you very much, brother, and thank you so much for your call last night. It really meant a lot, all your text messages. Kevin Lee, thank you. Biwa, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on these streams. Biwa is just like the amount that she gives to this community is absolutely phenomenal. I want to give you a big shout out, Biwa. Like when you comment and when you answer people, you know, she puts a lot of thought, a lot of heart into her comments. She researches things, you know. I really appreciate it. You're amazing. An absolute superstar. We've got Phil on here, of course. Phil, stay strong, mate. Our hearts, our thoughts with you. Phil's, for those of you who don't know, his partner is really on the front line. She's not in the COVID-19 clinic, but she's in the emergency department at one of the biggest hospitals here in Sydney and in Australia.
As soon as it grows big enough, she'll be in there.
Phil's quarantined himself because he's exposed to the, you know, everything that his girlfriend brings home. And a real big shout out to those people on the front line. Kalisha's mum is a nurse. You know, like we've just found out that Rad's mother-in-law has been exposed to the virus through a patient that she's been treating and taking care of. You know, it's huge. You know, it's a big deal, guys. We're being affected by something pretty severe here, and it's nothing that any of us have ever had to deal with in our lifetime. So it's all new, uncommon ground for all of us. Reach out if you need to have a chat. You know, we're here to support everyone, and we're going to keep going. Thanks for joining, Kumaran. It's great to have you online now. Thank you, Kwok, for all your love and support, brother. Much appreciated. We got Mon on the live stream. We had Blakely join. Thank you so much, Blakely. Very big deal. Thank you for your support ongoing as well, brother. It was great to see Tom Wood join us for a bit of the live stream this morning as well. Tom, Blakely and Biwa are our administrators that help us a lot with the online stuff. So yeah, guys, this community is strong. There is strength in unity. I'm very confident we're going to get through this. No matter what, we're all going to get through it. We just are going to have to make the choice of how we get through it, you know, and that's up to us. And as a community, we got a great opportunity here to get through this very, very strong. Anyway, we'll be here tomorrow.
Tomorrow, from now on, the workouts are getting live streamed at 7 a.m. because we don't have any classes now, so I can do them a bit earlier. So 7 a.m. Sydney, Australia time. That's much more in alignment with when our tribe want to do them, and it makes our day a little bit easier. And I think it's going to make it a little bit easier around the world for those of you that are in the States. I'm pretty sure it moves it back an hour to a more desirable time, hopefully. Yep. So, tomorrow morning I'll see you sweating my butt off at 7 a.m., hopefully with an aerobics headset on.
Headset working, and as Rad said, we're just about to get a whole new camera setup delivered, which was going to let us stream it in 1080p, so the video quality of this and the video out there is going to be leveled up a lot. Yep. Anyway,
have a good day,
thanks for
everyone.
joining us, guys. Have a great day. Stay strong. You got this.
Hey, thanks for watching that video. If you liked it, consider subscribing to our channel and make sure you click the notification bell so you know when our weekly videos are uploaded. Now, the best thing for you to do if you want to stay connected with us and get free online coaching is to join our private Facebook group. It's called the UMS Movement Mastermind, and we go live daily where we answer our members' questions. It's very interactive because you can post questions while we're live and we interact with you on the show. You can also upload videos or pictures of yourself with any movements, any stretches, strength training movements, calisthenics, weightlifting, anything that you're struggling with, and we'll critique you, give you feedback, let you know how you can get better. It's a really valuable resource. It allows a lot of communication with us and also our senior tribe members. You'll get answers very, very quickly, and it's absolutely free. So jump on Facebook, search for UMS Movement Mastermind and join now. Until next time, have a great day.